Hey there, my friend. This is David Newby in an ordinary type of position today. I have my farmer's hat on today, and I have it on for a reason. I look kind of bizarre, kind of stupid, kind of crazy, or something like that, but I wanted to wear this hat. I look really ridiculous, I know that, but I wanted to wear this hat today because I wanted to tell you about a dream that I had concerning a hat that was just like this one, or something similar. Now, I know that you didn't expect to see me like this, but hopefully this connects with you and it drives home my point that I want to make in just a second, okay? Before I get into it, if you don't know me already, I make a lot of spiritual videos to empower you to live a fabulous life, to live it as unto God, to walk in the power and authority that you have on earth, to really be a person of authority and victory and breakthrough in life. Okay, so a lot of my videos will be spiritually empowering, in which case I'll share a lot of my dreams and visions with you. But aside from that, I do a lot of videos on personal development, business development, leadership, empowerment, and stuff like that to just help you live a better all-around life. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to get into this video and tell you exactly why I'm wearing this stupid, ridiculous-looking farmer's hat with my microphone on. It looks kind of crazy, right? So, here's why I'm wearing this hat. A few months ago, I had a dream. A real dream, when I went to sleep, and I was laying on a bed that looked like it was overlooking the ocean and like sand. The bed was right in front of a curved glass that kind of like stretched around the whole room. The bed looked like it was like, the room looked like it was in an upscale house, I don't know, a mansion or something like that, with just a beautiful view of the ocean and the sand in front of the ocean. However, in my dream, I was kind of disturbed, alright? I felt uneasy. I was laying on my bed and I had my arms behind my head, kind of like folded behind my head, and I was like, looking out of the window. I laid on my back and I looked kind of like to my left because the window was to my left while I was on my bed, and I just looked out the window and I had such a look of disdain and discomfort and anger about me at the situation that I was looking at. Let's just say the person that I was looking at. I had such a hatred towards this person that I wanted to bust through the window and get him. That's how mad I was. Now, this person that I saw was dressed as a farmer. A farmer. He had a hat that looked just like this, something similar. Okay? He had the farmer's overalls, rather. Okay? Kind of like some blue overalls with the two straps on the side. He had what looked like some type of, I don't even know. I'm not even a farmer. I don't know what you call these things, but a hoe or something in his hand that he was using to farm or whatever. I don't know. And he was looking at me as my hat just decides to do what it wants. It just pops up and like that. Who cares? But he was looking at me. There it goes again. Anyway, he was looking at me with a look of perversion, like a child molester would look at a child that was in an elementary school. A perverted, nasty, evil, angry, menacing type of look. Okay? And he was ugly. He was a man / goat. He looked like a goat man. A goat man. I don't know what you call these things, but that's exactly how he looked. His face looked like a goat. You know, if you look at a goat and you put a man his face blended in with a man's face. That's kind of how he looked. He was just ugly, okay? And he smiled at me with his, whatever he had in his hand, like his farming tool, with the hat on. And the sun was beaming down, and he was standing in the sand, okay? He was standing in the sand, and he was the only one there. But looking at me through the glass, through this curved glass, just looking at me, laying on my bed, and looking as if he wanted to get me. And I'm naturally angry because I wanted to get him. I was mad at him because I felt intruded upon. I felt like he invaded my space. He looked at me in an evil way, like he wanted to harm me, and I was pissed off. I was, in a sense, daring him to come. Come and get it. I dare you to come. And he looked at me with a smile, a smirk, a slight smirk, like, I don't even know the smirk, but it was a slight smirk, like he was just evil. And he looked at me, and you know what? When he looked at me, that's when I knew that he was dead set on coming to get me, that he was intent on hurting me. And what I did was, I egged him on. I encouraged him, yeah, I dare you to come. I want you to come. In fact, I want you to come so bad, I wish that you just came. Because I can't get to you. I wish that you had the audacity to step foot in this house. Come and get it. Come. Come. I will tear you up. Come. So, without further ado, about 5 seconds later, my doorbell rings. Ding dong. And immediately, I get anxious, not really scared, but kind of like angry, because I wanted to open the door and bust whatever or whoever that was in the face. I wanted to jump over him. I wanted to jump on him as quick as my name was Dave. I wanted to get him. I was hoping and praying that, yes, thank you. That's you at my door. Thank you, God, for letting him come to my door. This pervert, this child molester, this wicked person, whoever he is, with this straw hat on. This hat. You know, thank you for letting him come to my door. I hope it's him, and I'm glad that you sent him. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to get him. So I open the door. Lo and behold, it's not him. It's not him. It's an innocent family, maybe a father, a mother, and like 2 to 3 kids, and they were just innocent. I guess they knocked on the door to see. I don't know who they were, but they just knocked on the door. There was no harm from them, and I looked kind of like surprised, like, who are you people? Like, what is this? Like, where is he at? Like, I was expecting to see him, this pedophile, but I didn't see him. I saw the people, and naturally, there was no type of war or battle between us because they're innocent people, and I'm a man of God, so nothing happened. And eventually, I woke up, and the dream went away. So I'm going to give you a brief interpretation, my friend. I asked God for this interpretation. He normally gives me these interpretations after deep spiritual dreams, and he gave me the interpretation this time. That man, thing, it, or whatever you want to call it, was none other than the farmer, aka Satan. Think about the verse, and I believe the gospel, I don't know exactly which verse, but it says there was a thief or someone who sowed tares amongst the wheat. He sowed tares. Okay? And Satan was dressed as a farmer because Satan sowed some tares. He sowed some evil, some riotous living. He sowed some discord on the earth. He was coming to check his crops and to reap his harvest. Because God says in the end days, God will separate the wheat from the tares, and the tares will be burned up, and the wheat will be, blessed. He will separate the sheep from the goats. Goats, as I mentioned, the man looked like a goat. Okay? Satan was the goat man. Goats represent evil. Goats aren't sheep. Satan looked like a goat in a farmer's hat. He came to reap his harvest. He came to reap the souls that are led astray, that are headed the wrong way. He came to get the souls from the earth. In the same way that Jesus came to get the souls to heaven, Satan came to get the souls before Jesus could get them. He sowed tares amongst the wheat. He came to reap his crop. Okay? So the people of the world that are wicked, Satan comes to reap your soul, to get you to hell before Jesus could get you to heaven. Your family, friends, loved ones, connections, network, whatever. Satan comes as a farmer with overalls on to reap the tares. Okay? And the hat, by the way, what that represents is, number one, he's a farmer, but number two, he's blocking the light. The devil hates the light. He hates the sun. He hates, the light. The sun, literally and figuratively, he hates the light. So the hat is blocking him from the sun. The hat is blocking him from the sun. Okay? And he was a farmer who was intent on hurting me, a child of God, just like he's intent on hurting you, as a child of God, intent on getting you to hell if he could, intent on stopping your work and your happiness and your joy. He's intent on doing it. He's a pervert, a pedophile, an evil being that will hurt you come hell or high water if he could, will do anything to hurt you. He's dead set on doing it. And me being a child of God and me being seasoned in spiritual warfare, my first reaction was to egg him on, like encourage him, like I wish you come. I will fight you anyway. I wish to God you come, because I'm used to it. Come on. I have some built up anger that I want to release on you. Come on. Knock on my door. I dare you. So in that case, he had the right one. He knew he had the right one, which is the reason why when the doorbell rang, he was not at the door. I walk in that power. I walk in God's power. I walk in the faith. I walk in Jesus. I'm encouraging you too. Because if you don't, and that doorbell rings, it may actually be him, and you won't be ready. I'm ready. So he didn't show up. He was taunting me, trying to put fear in my heart. Or more or less, not just trying to put fear, but making fun of me, mocking me, and letting me know, maybe even you too, but letting me know as a person in God who has a ministry, who is committed to helping the people get to heaven and help the people be blessed on earth. He was letting me know, mocking me, saying that, look, I'm reaping. I'm getting souls to hell. Even though you're trying, David, to get souls to heaven, I'm reaping. Ha ha ha. He smiled, he laughed, he smirked. Like, ha ha ha. I know you're not scared of me, David. I wish to God you were. I know you're not scared of me, but so what? You're not scared of me, but guess what? The work that you're doing is fruitless. It's futile work because I'm still reaping. I'm still getting souls to hell. And I came to reap more. That's the look that he had on his face, you see. So, if you're a leader in God or just a person that goes out to minister to other people in God, okay, I like the hat down, kind of. But if you're a person that goes out to minister to other people in God, know that if you refrain from the work or you hold back, there is one that is going forward in his work and pushes forward. That is Satan. He goes forward to reap, maybe where he didn't sow or where he did sow, but to reap the tares. So when you don't feel like doing something and helping people out or ministering to people, there is another farmer, yes, another person besides Jesus that goes to get their harvest. It's the devil. And he knows he sowed a lot of the wrong doctrines on earth, a lot of the wrong feelings, a lot of the wrong habits, behaviors, thought patterns, actions, lifestyles on earth, pornography and everything